Hello and welcome to HODL Harmony, where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. Are you riding this crypto wave with me? Are you hodling? I, Tom Durante, yo, Mr. Butters, that was quick. I, Tom Durante, the Maestro. Maestro Cam. There it goes. Are you sure? 99%. And you're first. Yes, 99% sure. And you're first. That's funny. No disappearing tonight. That's okay. I do miss you when you leave. I, Tom Durante, the Maestro, am a crypto enthusiast who jumped into this wild world back in 2020 with a GPU mining rig and a passion for passive income. I'm bullish on Bitcoin and Cardano. Oh, I'll talk about that. Don't you worry. I'm bullish on Bitcoin and Cardano, but I also love chasing profits with other coins. With my music background and my background music, I bring a unique vibe to breaking down the crypto economy. Think of it as a soundtrack to your hodling journey. Here on HODL Harmony, expect daily videos with market updates, simple technical analysis to read the charts, wallet guides to keep your coins safe. Today we're going to do a couple of those, and stories from my ongoing mining journey. Practical crypto tips. Whether you're new or a seasoned hodler, I'm here to learn and grow with you. I may be a few years ahead of you on your journey, but I am no expert. I'm just very passionate. So as always, do your own research if you want to help out the channel in our mission of growth and growing. We are 5,240 subscribers. Congratulations, everyone, for being one of the first. You can hit the like button. Smash the subscribe. Poke the notification bell so you get notified whenever I put out new content, and make sure to share this video with everyone you know, even people you don't. So yeah, I apologize for that. There was two weird things that happened. The first weird thing was is that we had somebody comment something and YouTube killed the stream. Basically, they said if I didn't end the stream immediately, then my account would be terminated. And I was like, oh, okay, well, all this hard work I've been putting in for the last couple months, I don't want that to go to waste. So I'm going to get off right now. So basically, be careful what you put in the chat, because, Mr. Butters is our moderator. It was insane. Yeah, check the Discord for the details, because me and Fussy were going back and forth. Because I don't think Fussy was arrested, but I haven't heard from him today, so I don't know. I don't think he was, but we were kind of joking about it. Yeah, go back and read the Discord. Everything's in there. It was very freaky, basically. Global elites. Conspiracies around global elites. I don't want to put too much detail because I'd rather not re-experience what we talked about and experienced last night. It was wild. It was really wild. So be careful what you put in the comments, because I have no control over the YouTube algorithm. Needless to say, I will be experimenting with alternative broadcasts. It looks like if I set up my stream through Rumble, it looks like it's really easy to do. You can multi-stream to Rumble, YouTube, and X all at the same time. So I'm going to play with that either later today or probably tomorrow, most likely. And so I'll play around with that. I know. You're reading through the chat on Discord. It was wild. I was freaking out. It was already late, and I was like, what the heck just happened? And so I was like, wow, this is not okay. So please just be careful what you put in the chat, because YouTube is watching and listening, and I really don't like that at all. I mean, I know we all kind of know they do it, but to see it happen and to experience it and to see that message pop up, it was just like, whoa, what is happening here? Let me show you the message. So, I have my chat right here on my window, on my extra monitor here, and I just got this warning. Alert! Warning! Content violates YouTube terms of service and community guidelines. End live to avoid account termination. And so that came up on my screen in my chat, and I was just like, what the heck just happened? I thought it had to do with what I was talking about, but apparently not. Apparently somebody made a comment that YouTube and the global elites did not like. So don't go pushing them around because they'll come and get you. So our heart goes out to you, Fussy. I hope you get your account back rapidly. And I'm just glad that they didn't come after my account. Because, I mean, just imagine, somebody just has to say one dumb thing. And, I mean, that wasn't even, whatever he said was not even that big of a deal. But, like, conspiracy theories do not get disproven by trying to hide them. You know, you want to expose the truth and not continue to, go down the road of conspiracy theories. So, anyway. Let's get into some crypto news because I'm experimenting. So that was the first weird thing that happened. And then the second weird thing that happened was my video blew TF up yesterday. And so I'm trying to figure out why that was. Whether it was the controversial stuff that happened or if it was just a later time that I was live. So I'm going to experiment here because you can look right here on my YouTube studio. The bottom video right here has 30 views, and that is approximately what my live shows get. And this is my short that I put out on Monday, and I advertised it, so that's got some traction. And then last night's live got 248 views, and like 200 of them were within an hour of it being over. And I was like, I had 18 people watching, and I was like, wow. I just looked over, I saw 18, I was like, that's a lot of people. That's way more people than normal. So I don't know what happened with that video. So I'm very curious. So maybe it's time for us to take off, and here we go. So I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, let's get into some crypto news. And let me take this opportunity to remind you that you are mostly water, your body. So please stay hydrated and get your daily dose. All right, here's a fresh roundup of 10 top crypto news stories for your HODL Harmony live stream on Friday, June 20th. I used to say that, but apparently I can't say stuff like that either. Anyway, this video brought to you by filtered fridge water. Not actually. Tailored to today's developments based on the latest available information from web sources and posts on X. I've also included the top 5 crypto gainers and losers for June 20th, 2025, based on market data from web sources and posts on X. Plus, a hard Bitcoin trivia question to challenge your audience. These stories and market movers capture market declines, institutional strides, and security risks to keep your listeners engaged. And here we go. Engage. Number 1, crypto market falls 2.3% to $3.3 trillion market cap. The crypto market cap dropped 2.3% with low trading activity as 80 of the top 100 coins recorded losses, driven by geopolitical tension and tariff concerns. It's been one hell of a year so far, and we're already halfway over. That's crazy also that we're already halfway through the year. Bitcoin hovers at 104,000. Bitcoin slipped to 104,000 after briefly hitting 106, with traders eyeing Middle East tensions and oil price risks. Per Crypto Times. South Korea's pro-crypto election win fueled some optimism. Circle's stock surges post-IPO. Circle, issuer of USDC, saw its stock rally as Coinbase, Circle, and SRM led a crypto stock surge, boosted by Trump's support for Genius Stablecoin Act, per YouTube Finance. South Korea's Bitcoin ETF push. South Korea's new president, Lee Jae-myung, committed to allowing the $884 billion national pension fund to invest in Bitcoin and launching a Bitcoin ETF, sparking global buzz, per posts on X. X platform eyes crypto trading. We talked a little bit about this yesterday in my... Oh, I didn't even go on X today, didn't I? On my little market sentiment update when we were looking at that. Twitter ex-CEO Linda Yaccarino announced plans for X to enable crypto trading and investing in 2025, potentially integrating payments and investments per TradingView News. That's really big news. Very big. $2.1 billion crypto hack losses in 2025. Crypto hacks reached $2.1 billion in 2025, with a recent DeFi breach adding to the concerns about wallet security. Not your keys, not your crypto, and it can be hacked. Block DAG raises $313 million in pre-sale. Block DAG's pre-sale hit $313 million at 2 cents per coin, offering a 2,660% return since batch 1, with a mainnet launch planned per Tron Weekly. I have no idea what that was even about. Number 8, Trump pushes stablecoin bill. President Trump urged lawmakers to fast-track stablecoin legislation, aiming to bolster world liberty financials USD1, despite probes into his crypto ventures per TradingView News. Ethereum struggles below 2,600. Ethereum fell 0.5% to 2526, with ETH ETFs seeing outflows amid market volatility despite Pectra upgrade hype. Yeah, sorry ETH. Solana gains on ETF buzz. Solana rose slightly, driven by ETF speculation and strong developer activity, though it lagged behind Bitcoin's dominance, per Analytics Insight. All right, well, it seems to be an exciting news day. Very exciting. Let's look at our crypto gainers. Top 5 crypto gainers of the day. Number 1, Black Angus. That sounds delicious. FTW token is up 25%. Wow! Surged on speculative hype. Number 2, Mubarak Trump. What? This doesn't make any sense. Okay, I have no idea. I think something weird happened here with the words, but it looks like it's the Trump coin gained 20%. Okay, but they got it written wrong, but the token says Trump, so I'm going to say the Trump coin gained 20%. Gained amid Trump's stablecoin push. I think. If that's actually what that says, I have no idea. Number 3, OKB. The OKB token up 8.5%, rose on OKX exchange growth. Oh man, SEI. I just sold a bunch of that. SEI up 8%, gained from bullish momentum near 20 cents. And Bitcoin Cash up 8%, up on cash tokens and DeFi integration. I just rearranged my whole portfolio last week, and say it was one of the ones that I was like, well, this hasn't done much, and so I kind of dropped most of it. I did hang on to some. All right, top 5 losers for the day. HBC token down 10%, fell due to unspecified project concerns. Polkadot down 5%, dropped on ecosystem slowdown. BNB down 5%, hit by BNB chain market cap losses. And Sui down 4%, declined amid lingering hack concerns. Monero down 4%, fell on privacy coin regulatory scrutiny. All right, Mr. Butters, are you ready to catch up while Fussy is away? We have 7 other people in here that are watching and not talking. You should join the conversation. There are 2 ways you can do this. Number 1, just drop something in the chat. Just say hello, and we will welcome you with open arms. The other thing you can do is join the conversation on Discord. But you should do both. That's what I would do. And in fact, well, that's what I've done. So here's our Discord link to our free Discord channel where you can be a part of the greater HODL Harmonian conversation. All right, let's see. Oh, there's a good one. What was the name? of the first major Bitcoin. I know. Yes, we are very worried for Fussy, but he will find a way back, I'm sure. What was the name of the first major Bitcoin exchange launched in 2010 that later collapsed in 2014 after a massive hack? What do you think? Butters, you got this one all to yourself. While I pull up our charts and we continue our little journey here today. Mount something. Is that your final answer? Mount Gox. There it is. That's the one. All right, 4 to 3. Fussy leads. Do you know? This is not for any points, but do you know what Mount Gox stands for? Because it has literally nothing to do with crypto. It's a fun little piece of trivia. You know what Mount Gox stands for? All right, excuse me, sorry. So we are looking at $103,280 Bitcoin and 5 cents. And Mount Gox, you ready for this? Okay, so you pulled that one out of your rear end, but stash this one away, because this one might be worth some marbles here if you get another trivia something or other, you know? So, Mount Gox stands for Magic the Gathering Online Exchange. So it was a place, it was actually made to exchange Magic the Gathering cards. So Mount Gox is Magic the Gathering, MTG, Online Exchange. Mount Gox. Well, there you have it. I am a wealth of useless information. All right, so we had a nice little pump this morning, and it looks just like a slide. It literally, you climb up and then whee, right all the way down. And I was like, oh cool, we had a nice little bump. And I mean, look, that wick went all the way down to 102. And then it went a little bit back up. I thought we were trying to retrace a little bit, but no such luck. Hopefully, we can turn this around. Give us a weekend pump here, please. Alrighty. Cardano coming up. It looked exactly the same. I mean, it didn't fall quite as much from the previous day, but it definitely had a nice little slide. Oh God, it looks like my trades are still open. After yesterday, what was it? Yeah, after coming down below 59 cents, I think that was my, 58 cents right here yesterday was my not liquidation, but my stop loss price on this trade that I had open. And so I got another position. I was like, oh, let me just open a new trade real quick. And so it dipped down, but it hasn't hit my next stop loss. So I'm trying to find that bottom. So I can ride it up. And it looks like we're starting to go up. So Cardano, we're looking at 58 cents right now. I'm excited to see $1 again. That would be great. All right, Bitcoin on the weekly. Let's just look at this here. So yesterday we had just a sliver of a candle body, and now we're starting to come back down a little bit. But this is an open candle, so we still have basically 2 days left on this candle to see what happens. Can we turn it around? What do you think? Leave me some information in the comments below. All right, the hash rate dropping a little bit. You know, it fluctuates a lot. This, just because I'm a miner, I like to look at this stuff, a Bitcoin miner. I like to look at this stuff on a daily basis just to kind of take a look here. Yeah, we're already up to 30 views. This is awesome. 20 minutes and 30 views. That's pretty cool. And 7 people still watching, but not talking. I mean, I appreciate it. You must just like listening to what I got to say, but I want to hear what you have to say. So drop a line. This is much more fun when people are engaging in what's going on. All right, so crypto or Bitcoin falls or crypto falls, stablecoins rise. That's what happens. And so that's the title of our episode today. Crypto slides, stablecoins rise. So the stablecoin market cap is up ever so slightly. All right, let's look at our other metrics. Let's refresh this. So this is our active addresses here. I'm just going to try and grab the very end. Okay, there you go. That's a nice big open view. So, I mean, just look at how many... The fluctuations in this graph are pretty big. I don't understand. It's like, I'll have to do a little bit of research to see what this is all about. But it's like people adding addresses and then people dropping addresses. So it's weird how it undulates like that, back and forth. I want to learn a little bit more about that. All right, our Bitcoin mining difficulty. Let's try and just grab the end here. There we go. That's a better view. Okay. So it dropped a little bit from yesterday. Or actually, no, it's pretty stable from yesterday. Excuse me. Yeah, so we're on the 20th now, and it just kind of stayed stable the last few days. So that tends to happen. I think it's like every 10 days or something, or every week, the difficulty adjustment kicks in. And so it tries to keep the Bitcoin block around 10 minutes. So you get 6 blocks an hour. All right, let's look at our fear and greed index. Oh, we're dropping. Are we going to get to fear? That might be a good thing, because then we could load in and more people would load in, and then that would drive up the price, hopefully. Everything else looks pretty much the same. I'm not even going to go through all that. Let's look at our trends, our search trends. Let's refresh this. Still dropping. Still dropping. This is wild. Wild, I say. Very wild. And let's look at AI. Just because. Just as a look at a different industry here. That is similar but different. It's hovering. It's still up in the top here. What are we at? 99? 92. Okay, 92 this week. But you can see it is as popular as it's ever been in the last year. Oh, in the last 5 years. Right? So AI is as popular as it's ever been. Let's zoom in, because I think Bitcoin I'm looking at a year. So let's look at a year. Yeah, look at that. It has never gone below 50 in the last year. It's had some dips, but right now we are basically as popular, and this is AI, right? AI search term. How many AI cryptocurrencies have you heard about? A lot. They're all out there. All right, let's look at our overall market cap as in reference. Oh, look at that. We finally, I told you yesterday we were knocking at Google's door. Hello, Apple. We're coming for you next. Hello, Alphabet. Guess who's coming to dinner? Bitcoin, and we are hungry. Yes, I said hungry. Look at that. That's wild. That is wild. Indeed, it is. All right. That's why I like looking at these things over the days, seeing what they do. All right. So I did a couple, I think. Yeah, just a couple. Not very many. Yeah, the rest of those are from yesterday. Okay. F the state. Be a Bitcoin sovereign person. Okay. South Korea's Financial Services Commission submits a roadmap to approve spot crypto ETFs in H2 2025. Is that supposed to be Q2? I don't know. Second half? I have no idea what they're trying to say there, but that's cool. South Korea making some moves in crypto. All right, the Pyramid of Intellect. Congratulations. You are at the top. If you have a high school diploma, you're above many others. Oh man, whoever made this can't spell. If you have an associate degree, I'm supposed to have an E at the end there. I have an associate's degree. I have a high school diploma. I also have a bachelor's degree. And that's where I stopped. I did want to get a doctorate, but it's okay because I'm a Bitcoiner, so I surpassed master's and PhD, and I am a Bitcoiner. And I'm a Bitcoin miner, so there should be like a very top echelon right here. The golden cap of the pyramid is reserved only for those who run their own node and their own Bitcoin miner. You can see here. Oh, you can't see here because that's my face. Let's move my face out of the way. That's my face. You can see right below my face now is my crypto miner. One of them, I have 5, and I'm about to buy a 6th one. I'm literally gonna do that as soon as possible. I want to look into it because apparently, from what I heard on Voscoin, the tariff was only like $50 that he paid on his crypto miner. So I'm gonna look into that this weekend, and maybe I'll order myself a new, highly efficient Bitcoin miner. I'm so excited, I can't get enough of them. All right, electricity generation in the United States. Solar power in China will exceed all sources of electricity combined in the USA in 3 to 4 years. Wake up call. I got some solar panels on my roof, not a whole array, just 2 panels that I literally climbed up and put up there myself. But it's a lot of fun. It's pretty cool to play around with. I plug stuff in and I get charged, and I got batteries and all that fun stuff. So I like solar power. It's pretty fun to play with. Hi, I'd like a wake-up call. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. Oh my god, I need more Bitcoin. That's what that means. All right, this is interesting. Crypto Crow has stated many times on his live channel that he is getting back into... Oh, yeah, I spelled that wrong. It's getting back into trading. And so he is following this course from Trade, Travel, Chill. And maybe I will try that out. Although, you know, they say if a woman wants to talk crypto to you, you should block him. So I don't know. I guess this is legit though, because he said he made $583 this week scalp trading in the mornings while going through the Trade Travel Trill course. So he hopes to... Yo, it's Chris! His hope is to ramp up profits to $3,000 a week. He started with $3,000. Going to have to go through her course a couple of times to really grasp everything. Exciting though, so I'm going to look into that. Welcome, welcome. Did you see this the other day, Chris? I don't think you were here yesterday. I had something funny that I think you would get a kick out of. Let's see. There you go, Chris. Your accountant. After seeing that you placed 89,000 trades last year just to make $38 in profit. Are you a sicko? Are you a sicko, Chris? 89,000 trades just to make $38. That sounds about right. It really does. I don't know how your trading goes, but that sounds about right. So yeah, so we're talking about X. Let's do a crazy wild thing. Right? You get it. Too relatable. All right, so let's do a crazy wild thing and go on my X homepage and see what is on there. Explain Bitcoin using only 2 words. Freedom money, I would say. Yeah, the average. Okay, Satoshi Nakamoto. Oh, let me bookmark that. I'd say freedom money. What do you say? Bitcoin using only 2 words. What do you say? Man, we're already up to 50 views. So it looks like going live later is better for my views. So I think we can look forward to that. Satoshi Nakamoto's public life was short but intense. He didn't speak for nothing. And all his posts between 2008 and 2011 are still relevant today. Here's the top most emblematic quotes. Do we want to read this? I think maybe we should. The top 10 most emblematic quotes from Bitcoin's creator. I had to write all the code before I could convince myself that I could solve every problem. Then I wrote the paper. The nature of Bitcoin is such that once version 0.1 was released, the core design was set in stone for the rest of its lifetime. That's cool. I'm sure that in 20 years there will either be very large transaction volume or no volume. Yeah, I guess it's kind of your only 2 options there. Yeah. I'm not upset about the TV not being a thing because it's all garbage anyway. You know, it's like you'd be like, oh, what am I watching today? There's nothing on. That's why literally the last 15 years since I was in college, basically, Yeah, 20, 30, yeah, 15 years. I've pretty much been binge watching Star Trek, and I've seen every series at least 2 or 3 times. So, I love Star Trek, what can I say? Sorry to be a wet blanket. Writing a description for this thing for general audiences is bloody hard. There's nothing to relate it to. So I'm just reading these quotes from Satoshi. In this sense, it's more typical of a precious metal. Instead of the supply changing to keep the value the same, the supply is predetermined and the value changes. As the number of users grows, the value per coin increases. It has the potential for a positive feedback loop. As users increase, the value goes up, which could attract more users to take advantage of the increasing value. That's beautiful. He knew all this stuff before it even started. If you don't believe me or get it or don't get it, I don't have time to try and convince you. Sorry. It might make sense just to get some in case it catches on. If enough people think the same way, that becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Once it gets bootstrapped, there are so many applications. If you could effortlessly pay a few cents to a website as easily as dropping coins in a vending machine. So yeah, I'll get more views and subs too probably around this time. And the longer I go every night, I'll hit mountain time and possibly early, late Pacific. Yeah, that's what I figured. You know, I figured 8:30 is like 7 o'clock there and like 5 o'clock on the West Coast. So yeah, I mean, I think it only serves me better to go a little bit later. So who knows? I mean, we're up to 50 views already. This is insane. This is awesome. Only 4 people watching concurrently, so we had 7, but that's okay. I'll take quantity over quality I'm sorry. I will take quality over quantity anytime. 5:30, yeah, that's what I figured. It's 9:30 right now. The root problem with conventional currency is all the trust that's required to make it work. The central bank must be trusted not to debase the currency, but the history of fiat currencies is full of breaches of that trust. Absolutely. Well, thank you, Chris. And today's music show was really good. Hey, we got 6 now. Today's music show on my Durante's House of Music was very, very good. So that was a lot of fun. Go check that out. It's very attractive to the libertarian viewpoint if we can explain it properly. I'm better with code than words, though. Alright, lost coins only make everyone else's coins worth slightly more. Think of it as a donation to everyone. I'm sure that people who have lost tens of thousands of Bitcoin do not think of it as a donation to everyone. They are probably crying themselves to sleep every night. The network is robust in its unstructured simplicity. That's beautiful. So beautiful. All right, let's see what else we got. Elon Musk, Pepe the Frog. How many of your friends and family will be buying Cardano through their brokers, 401ks, etc. when they no longer have to touch a wallet? Probably a lot. Unfortunately, although it's so easy... That's cool. I would like some of that. Is that wine? That looks like wine. Oh, this dude says that before Bitcoin, he hated history, geometry, physics, math, and language. That's horrible. Those are, with the exception of math. Yeah, with the exception of math, those are all things that I really love. I love history, geometry, more like geography, but geometry a little bit, mostly because of billiards. Physics is really interesting. Hey, see you later, Mr. Butters. I'm just about going to wrap it up here. We're going to go a little bit short tonight. And because I'm a musician, I really love language, but I really am just not good at math. I'm really not good at math. Now, he couldn't be more excited about it. Literally watched documentaries and science channels like the other Netflix. Bitcoin changes you. Big brain. Bitcoin on the brain. All right. Wow. Somebody bought 300 Bitcoin and hodled for 11 years and sold today for $31 million. That's so crazy. That is so crazy. 300 Bitcoin. Oh my God, bro. $134 turned to 31.1 million. That is incredible. And what's really cool is, like, we never know these people who sell dollars and make millions of dollars or whatever. We don't know because it's behind the bank's security software and all this stuff. But the beauty of Bitcoin is that it's out in the open. It is available for all to see. You can see that this dude had a wallet that he literally had 300 Bitcoin in 11 years ago, and then this person took a screenshot 20 minutes after he sold it for $31 million. That's incredible. And we can audit it and we can see it. I'm going to repost that. That's really interesting. Oh my God. It looks like he's thinking about Bitcoin because his head is steaming. It's better to have Bitcoin and not need it than to need it and not have it. Yeah, basically, because you're not going to be able to get it pretty soon. Okay, Charles Hoskinson. I don't know what he was doing, but he was talking about glowing plants, psychedelics, synthetic biology, life after death, remote viewing, blockchain, digital identities, voting, money, history, geopolitics, medicine, stem cells, mathematics, formal systems, quantum computers, bullet ants, and more. I don't know who he was talking to, but that's what he was talking about. All right. This is Rajat Soni. He's a pretty good, he's actually a financial advisor. So a lot of people like myself say not financial advice, but this guy can actually give you financial advice because he is a financial advisor. So he's not saying this to scare you. He's saying this to prepare you. If you're in your 20s and 30s and you're only relying on the S&P 500 to save for retirement, I think you're heading for a trap. Ooh, let him explain. Let him cook. Basically, he's going to tell us to buy Bitcoin. Because that's what he does. All right. There's no holiday for Bitcoin. All right. That's me back in January, February when we had that huge drop. Litecoin trade, and it was liquidated like never before. No stop loss. Oh, man. That sucks. This is a Bitcoin maximalist idea. Someone tells you they have XRP in their portfolio. You throw up in your mouth a little bit. It's funny. You know, I've heard enough about XRP to know that it's probably... Yeah. It's probably going to make some money, but I don't know. Looking back into its history, it doesn't look great, but I think it might be okay this cycle. Who knows? Yeah. All right. So you see, the normie doesn't trust Bitcoin, but also he wants to pay $800 for a car repair equals a financial crisis. 5% raise equals a reason to celebrate. No assets, just liabilities and vibes. Spend $9 a day on coffee and thinks the dollar is money. All right, friends. I think we're going to call it a night, but I want to remind you about a certain thing. This is my little cash flow document that I made. After everything that's happened and is happening with XRP, you might spew a little bit too. Used to love it, though it never burned me to change my mind either. Yeah, you got to reevaluate things. I do hold some just because of all the hype. Oh my god. Yay, I'm selling things on eBay. This is exciting. Oh, cool. Wow. Okay, very cool. You know what I'm doing, guys? I'm selling things on eBay so that I can buy more Bitcoin. So, I'm selling things on eBay, selling some of my silver coins and things that I bought at a very good premium. And they've doubled in value now. So I'm just kind of cutting some of my silver collection and putting it into Bitcoin, because I think long term that's going to be a better deal. So I just want to remind everybody, we're gonna do like a little maybe a literacy day tomorrow, where I go over maybe some wallet guides. You know, that's what I was in the middle of starting to do before Fussy got everybody in trouble. So what I'm sharing with you is a link to my financial document here. This is my cash flow chart. So please check this out. Have this handy. We're going to go over this tomorrow. I need to go. I'm 2 months behind. I've missed 2 months because the market has been so boring. I'm just not going to do this because whatever. But yeah, so this is my financial document. You can get that. I just posted it in the chat. It's free. Download it, make a copy of it, and print it. And then, yeah, you have all this information that you can put. You've got your date. Why don't you see my mouse? You don't see my mouse. So you have the date. I don't know why you can't see the mouse. Oh, there it is. So again, you have the date. You have your I stands for income. You total up all of your sources of income. You have E is your expenses. You total up all of your expenses, and then you subtract your income from your expenses, or actually you subtract. See, I told you I'm not good at math. You subtract your expenses from your income, and that's what's left over here. And then just for the fun of it, I put the Bitcoin price and my credit score so I can keep track of those and watch how those change. And then you put your assets. Assets are things like Bitcoin that you hold, right? Silver, your stock portfolio if you're into stocks, or stonks as I like to call them, cash reserves, whatever things. Oh, look at that. You're getting into it too. You've got a few things that you're selling for the same possibility. Well, you know what's funny is this coin that I put up, I just sold it. I mean, just right now I just sold it. Where is it? There it is. So I got really into silver, and so I started collecting these American Eagle coins. And so I bought some of them on eBay. Some of them, before I knew what I was doing, I just got some random ones. So those are pretty much what I'm selling, is the random ones. I didn't really know what I was doing. But I love coins. What was I going to say? Oh, I had that up on an auction, and you know, I paid a certain amount for it, so I had a minimum that I wanted to sell it for. I set a reserve and all that stuff, so it didn't hit the reserve in the auction. And just today the auction ended, so I relisted it as a buy it now for above what I wanted to get for it. And look at that, somebody bought it. Bump, 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 just like that. So that's fun. That's exciting. So I am going to buy Bitcoin now. Oh my god, they took quite a bit of money out of me for that. But that's okay. Processing payment. Alright, so check out my financial paper. Liabilities, just to finish. So assets are things that you hold that accrue in value and don't cost you money. Liabilities are things like a mortgage, rental properties that cost you money. You know, a lot of people think that a property like a house is an asset, but it's actually a liability because it has all these costs involved. So yes, there are aspects of the house, like the value of the house is an asset, but the house itself is a liability because it deteriorates in value depending on what happens. You know, it's got a lot of upkeep and costs involved with the property. So that's a liability. Like your car is a liability, although it can be used as an asset to certain things like that. But so it's a little bit confusing. You might want to really sit and think about what is an asset, what is a liability. Maybe Google it or look it up on Grok or something like that. All right, so this little chart that I made basically just allows you to keep track of your finances and see what they're doing. Because if you focus energy on something, then you will watch it grow or watch it change or have some investment in it that changes over time, basically. So that's what you want to do. You want to focus your energy on things. selling one currency for another to then exchange that currency into another. So yeah, silver into dollars into Bitcoin. I wish eBay would just give me Bitcoin. That would be nice. But that's okay. So you know what I did yesterday? I went and got myself another Steak and Shake burger, and I paid in Satoshis. 17,000 Satoshis for my burger. And then what did I do? I bought Bitcoin back. So I sold it for the burger, and then I bought it right back. So really, not a whole lot of tax liability when you do that. I'm pretty sure. Something I'm looking into very, very closely is a pretty big deal. I'm starting to think about opening a Bitcoin ATM, or not opening, but operating Bitcoin ATMs. I have to figure out where I would like to put this thing, but they are not that expensive. It's like $5,000 for that one, and that's multi-directional. People can buy crypto for money, or they can sell crypto for money. And yeah, that I believe is going to be one of the biggest things in the future, you know, as crypto adoption takes off. And that would also allow me to help foster adoption. I could be standing around the Bitcoin ATM. Hey, do you know about Bitcoin? Did you know that you can use this machine right here to exchange your paper dollars for an actual hard currency with an actual cap of how many coins are in its supply? Did you know? And so I could hand out things and help people learn about Bitcoin, and then also make money on that while I do that, and have a place for people to go and exchange their cash for crypto. So I'm excited about that. I'm looking into that. But anyway, I think it is time to call it a night. This was a nice, brief little stream. And man, going live later is really a lot better. I've got 81 views on this video already, and I'm looking forward to seeing how many it goes to in the future. I have a feeling that we are hitting our stride with the algorithm. So I'm super excited to see how far we go and how much we grow in the future. And thank you for being a part of this journey already. So we did not get cut off abruptly because of any conspiratorial comments by our friends down under. Thank you for hitting that. I saw that little celebration exclamations. 100. Give me some hearts, a little smiles. All right. So thank you so much for being a part of my journey here. This has been so much fun, and we are on the up and up. We've got 5,243 subscribers, so we're getting off and going here on our mission of growth, our journey here. This is me riding my little one wheel through space. Thank you, Chris. You guys are the best part of this whole journey. This is so much fun. And like I said, I think the algorithm is starting to figure out what we're all about. And so I think we're starting to hit it. We're starting to hit that algorithm in a good place. But because of events that happened yesterday and the censorship that YouTube does have over my channel, just to think that another person, not even something I said, something a viewer said, can influence my channel and get me shut down, scares the heck out of me. And it's really creepy. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. So, going forward, YouTube is probably going to really hate me for this, but I will be attempting. If you don't already have an account, I really don't even care what YouTube says right now, but if you don't already have a Rumble account, I would highly encourage you to get one, because I'm going to be multi-streaming. Okay, I'm going to multi-stream. It looks like I can multi-stream from Rumble. They will multi-stream to YouTube and to X, and that's something that I would have tried to do maybe 2-3 months ago. I tried to set that up, all right, and I could not figure it out. So I will be starting. I'm going to try that out tomorrow. So if you are a HODL Harmonian and you're in the Discord, look out for a link tomorrow sometime before I actually go live, probably significantly before, maybe like 5 or 6, maybe even in the early afternoon, like 3 or something like that, around my time in Eastern time. So I'm going to be experimenting with it, so I might send a link out and say, hey, does this work? Check this out. This is just going to be a private video so I can test, what that actually looks like. But yeah, check out Rumble. If you don't have an account, check it out, get an account. Or, you can continue to watch me here on YouTube, but I'm going to be expanding more into the live on Rumble and on X. A few people that do that. Crypto News Alerts and Randy Hipper. I've seen her on the tri-platform streaming. Cool. Yep. So that's what I'm going to be doing moving forward, because I really don't like what happened yesterday. It really creeped me out. So anyway, let's sign off here and let's have a great night. If you want to help out humanity in our evolution, there's a couple things that you should do. Number 1, be kind and respectful to yourself, this person in the mirror that is truly the only person who matters. And also, I'm like, what else? Be respectful to other people. Even if they don't deserve it, it really messes with their heads. Number 3, be honorable and respect. Oh my God! It's Fussy! Welcome back! So that was a 24-hour ban. That sucks, man. Alright, well, you're going to have to rewind and check this out, because I've been talking a little bit about what happened and things like that. So go back and watch, because I'm just getting ready to go off, mate. Catch me on the Discord. We're so glad you're back. Oh my gosh. Much love. So did they tell you? Was it just like, okay, now you're good, or you just tried to log in and you're good? Let me finish my little sign off here. Be honorable to all earthlings, big and small. Number 4, your body is mostly water. Please stay hydrated and get your daily dose. If you want to continue to help out and support our channel in our mission of growth, a couple of things that you should do. Okay. Yeah, basically. I don't want to get that alert either. A couple of things you should do to support our channel in our mission of growth. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, smash the subscribe. Number 3, poke that notification bell so you get notified whenever I put out new content. And number 4, share this video with everyone you know, even people you don't. Number 5, join the conversation on Discord. And the most important, thank you, Fussy, the most important thing that you should do for yourself, for the community at large, for your family, for the Earth, for the solar system, for the universe, is... Definitely, you got to replay this one. We're hitting our stride here. We got 85 views. This is awesome. The most important thing that you should do for yourself and for all those others that I mentioned is have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.